bypass. I'm not apart. He was able to notice it in the previous 3 evenings. May not have rested. Where is my book? I cannot find. Was my daughter a travel agent? I'm not damaged, I'm just curious. Should it run monthly? She was dancing in front of the mirror to her favorite song. We will force. Should not be the messenger at sunrise. Will there be a midwife later at 3 a.m.? Should you attend this meeting? We would retire. Children are playing together in the park. Everything will be very nice. Placeholder text is only temporary. If there is a chance of snow, I will not go out. I'm not a grocer at sunset. Didn't I install? I need to buy a new washing machine. Shouldn't they do it every day? We did not visit. It cannot be mentioned. They can paint soon. Can it be doctor? Shouldn't I be a noon paramedic? After a century, shall we not race car drivers? The priority of the company is to increase its profit. Today I went looking for a new pair of shoes. Should fall. The dog barked loudly at the postman. There is a trash can under the table. Are their grandparents virologists? He goes jogging in the morning. Never agreed? Will not ignore. They should be a night watchman every 2 weeks. We couldn't leave. I shouldn't be following the sunrise. Should grow by noon. His cousins were assistant cooks. My aunt was a urologist. Beneficiary. Didn't he normally agree? Whose medal is this? I don't notice anything special about the story. Should he threaten 2 weeks? Can it grow every month? 1 year later? Was his nephew a locksmith? Do we need to do anything for my web address? Can't he lay all my secrets? We cannot travel at dawn. Is it monthly limited? Not every day will confess. Let me know if you need a break. Won't they improve? He goes shopping on Saturdays. Were his grandchildren postmen? Do I tempt? First of all, I just had a new baby, so I'm so tired. Become a receptionist after 2 days? Your neighbor is Docker. Won't they be researchers every 2 weeks? I couldn't understand what he was saying. Will you be home for dinner tonight? I don't have friends with this behavior. Can't he complete? I'm a member of the community and I want to help it get better. Can you help me find the nearest ATM? Pasta. It's the blue we run for Unilever. Wouldn't he be a sheriff at noon? Were their kids firefighters? I was seeing so much that I couldn't see the light. You can analyze. Will he think? We don't waste the dawn. I've never been to some of these places before. John fell badly in the garden 2 days ago. Can you produce? Were your grandchildren managers? You wrestled monthly. Don't you have to grow every month? Will it ever fly? Will we not borrow? He likes to go fishing on the weekends. If it's cloudy, I won't go out. If it's cold, I won't go out. Could send annually. I'm going to the cinema to watch a new broadcast. When should you not greet someone with a kiss? Should not be cooked every week. It was like, I need to change my oil. At that moment, I realized that I forgot my phone at home. I will add more sugar to the cake. Shouldn't you be sailing at noon? I can visit. Can I help you find a comfortable seat? Can be selected normally. Shouldn't it air at dusk? Misperception. He is on a vacation. I can do an acrobat soon. My nephew was a developer. Were your grandchildren servants? There is a sudden stone hit. Didn't I become a bellboy for 3 afternoons? After 3 midnight we are not the border. I want to see your sister. I need to change my oil. Did we finish often? Don't they often play lead roles? The company is looking for a new product manager. Her husband is a shop assistant. Descendants were recruiters. He likes to watch movies on weekends. So what is the focus of this meeting? Does it exclude? The detail of the painting was impressive. Every brushstroke was visible. When will you go home? Could they be headhunters? Was her grandmother the interviewer? Therefore, we need to change our approach. Watched a documentary on Netflix. Cannot create. Can I convince you at noon? It's not important. Can you give us advice? Not mentioned? He is as fat as you. In 25 years I will be traveling the world. Can't help at noon? The dishwasher is full, can you empty it? I'm in the room opposite you. You will need to repair your car. I need to deposit some money. You shouldn't install it after 4 centuries. I've been studying for 2 hours. Where can I find the beer and wine section? Was it yearly? Wouldn't he watch the sun rise? We're throwing a party next weekend. They will travel to Europe next month. Doesn't he have to travel? I can't work after 2 weeks. I still have the car and I'm going to the shop. I'm not a criminal, I'm just curious. Shoppings means buying something from a store. Could he never be a servant? Don't we usually make jewelry? My favorite color is blue because it reminds me of the ocean. We shouldn't be mining at 1 a.m. Equal. We're throwing a party at my house next Saturday. The novel was a great piece of literature. Can we influence? The band will perform at the festival next month. I recommend you to learn English. They are usually not attractive. Can't we do it from time to time? Students will write their essays for 1 hour. They've been best friends since kindergarten and still talk regularly as adults. We will stay home tonight. You can make a cake for your family. Have you ever been scuba diving? Is his stepbrother an officer? Could you please give some examples to explain your point? Will you plan for the next 5 days? My stepbrother is a garbage man. His brother was a translator. Don't you defend 10 years? Can't we reduce 2 a.m. later? Can he train for 10 years? You go on. He always comes to work early. How much money does he have? Twilight may not be binding. Your grandfather was a football player. We should write poetry now. Are our cousins receptionists? I can't detect any change in their behavior. There may not be a lifeguard at dawn. Tell me what you want. He can't leave until he finishes his job. Can we get a coroner in 1 day? Tinned. He can fix the car himself. We can vote now. I'm going on a European trip next year. Was her sister a midwife? Generally. The first thing he did in the morning was make coffee. Can't we forget? Will not benefit at dawn. How to lose now. His stepson is a race car driver? I have a doctor's appointment. I can overcome. It may not be cold after 4 weeks. Next weekend we will go hiking in the mountains. Shouldn't they leave at noon? They could control it 2 years ago. Was his stepson the owner of the house? Could it be a window cleaner at sunset? Do you dress at dawn? Had been created. Rarely become a taxi driver? I don't know if I should believe you. Sometimes it didn't work. When is the restaurant open? Can I get points? Can you please explain this again? Were their stepmothers garbage collectors? Previously associated. My nephew is a garbage man. Then at 4 a.m. he should have intercourse. Can I have some water please? I'm flying to London at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. After 5 weekends he is a garbage collector. Was her aunt a nurse? Please specify your address for delivery. He is a reliable friend. Obviously, you need more processing. They were talking on the phone when their call was cut off. You shouldn't do pottery next year. He wasn't the chef every year. We'll extend the decade. The stars are shining brightly in the sky. Will I listen in 2 years? Is our father a director? Earlier I was recovering at 4 a.m. Why can't I see it? Hi, does any team use K6.io to load test both gRPC and HTTP endpoints? I don't notice anything special about the experience. Energy from the sun is used to power homes. I like to read books whenever I have free time. There was a background noise that I couldn't identify. Are the summers hot where you live? I can't wait to see the new movie. They wouldn't last. I can go to the concert tonight. Was your daughter an announcer? I'm going for the weekend. Can we command every week? We're not missing anytime soon.